always be live. How y'all doing? I'm looking for a lady by the name of Sarah J. Fields. I'm looking for, she used to be an ex-meth addict. A 304. Very perverted, freaky, used to be white woman. Now she done kind of got a life together, started having children, and she's the precinct chair for the Republican Party. Very racist lady. She's spreading a bunch of lies online. Her and Jeff Metcalf. Now, most people don't know about Jeff Metcalf. Jeff Metcalf is a angry, violent, abusive Caucasian man who used to beat Austin's mom. He was very abusive. Jeff wasn't around because he was an abusive father. Used to beat the crap out of Austin's and his twin brother's mom. Divorced him early in life, would get restraining orders against him and move where he couldn't have no contact with.
This that Charleston that y'all don't want. You hear me? This the one that you don't want.
Mom, she would let him have access to the kids, but mom wanted nothing to do with you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you know you're the cause of this, right? Now, my mother always told me, Jeffrey and Sarah J. Fields, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. The roots and the fruit is one and the same, Sarah J. Fields. Austin Metcalf dad, Jeffrey Metcalf, he's not only a bully with anger issues, he beats women, violent guy. Listen to me now. I want you to hear me good, because this is the truth. I was wrong about Karmello Anthony. The kid is gonna beat the case. I got the facts of the case. I have the facts of the case. I have the police report. I have every document that Sarah J. Fields has. And I've been doing my due diligence, Sarah J. Fields. It's called research. It's called qualitative and quantitative research. Now, I went to Texas Western University, studying as a pre-law student. Sarah. Jeff Metcalf. So I know a lot about law, and I've beaten the law quite a bit myself. As a matter of fact, I grew up with children who kill people. I myself grew up with children, not people. I grew up with children. I spent my whole entire teenage life with kids who committed murder. 14 to 17, that's a big old gap. When most of you kids was playing video games and going to middle school and doing homework, I was in the boys' home going through therapy and counseling and seeing psychiatrists and psychologists, get my childhood trauma repaired. So I met children who killed their mothers and their fathers. I met children who stabbed people. I met children who killed. So I know children who kill. I'm an expert in children who kill. I grew up with them. I was a child who led older children to go kill. I'm gonna say it again. The Fort Worth Star-Telegram described me as being the smallest of the bunch, but the brains of the bunch. And if I remember correctly, that's quoted by legendary news editor, reporter, Bob Ray Sanders. I think I'm quoting Bob Ray Sanders correctly. It says, Charleston White was the smallest out of the bunch, but he was the brains of the bunch. So I was the youngest, the smallest, and I led 3 big black children who was way older than me to go kill a white man. K-I-L, a white man. I know what it's like. I myself know what it's like. It's documented. This is documented. I became one of the first children in Tarrant County to be tried, not convicted, but adjudicated for the crime of murder, September 18, 1991. This is documented. They've released the video footage of me testifying against my 16-year-old friend. It's documented. So hear me out, hear me out. So I know what it's like to meet children, to participate in murders and killings. I'm an expert in children who commit violent crimes. I grew up with them, I studied them, I went to school, I ended up creating programs by way of a youth organization. It's called Hyped About Hype, Youth Outreach. And HYPE is an acronym helping young people excel in all aspects of their lives. This is documented. My organization, Hyped About Hype, Youth Outreach, and you can Google this, Charleston White, Hyped, H-Y-P-E-D, about H-Y-P-E, Youth Outreach, was highly recommended to all 250.
I ain't gonna cap. This a different type of Charleston. I ain't gonna hold you. This one different. This is a whole nother Charleston. He on to something right now. I hear he gonna break it down on this one, so we gonna see it. He said he gonna break down the footage.
54 counties throughout the state of Texas. And as a matter of fact, Sarah J. Fields, as a matter of fact, Sarah J. Fields, as a matter of fact, Sarah J. Fields and Jeff Metcalf. I even have a relationship with Collin County criminal court system. I used to partner, and I don't know if you know these guys, but I'm sure you know them, Sarah J. And Mr. Metcalf. It's one of the best capital murder and death penalty white defense lawyers. Is from Collin County. A guy by the name of Mitch Nolte. I'm sure the judge and the prosecutor and everybody's familiar with Mitch Nolte. I used to partner with Mitch Nolte, this one of the best attorneys in Texas when it comes to murder cases, capital murder specifically.
Dang.
I used to partner with Mitch Nolte's law firm and the criminal defense mitigation specialist firm called Brendan Ross, mitigation firm. I used to partner with Miss Brendan Ross' daughter-in-law, Shannon Ross. And we used to work on capital murder cases and murder cases. So I've even been sworn in Collin County court system as an expert in what I'm.
So Charleston White basically telling y'all that he locked in with them boys. Derek Owens, good looking, my boy. So Charleston White is telling y'all that he is locked in with them boys. You hear me? And if he wants to, he could really have you hit on some real life stuff. He could really have you hit, man.
I'm talking to you guys about, and this is documented. This is documented. This is the Charleston you guys don't like. This is the one that's not gonna cuss. This is the one that's not reading the comments because I can't see you. I'm looking out into the ocean so I can stay focused on what I'm talking about. So I can't see you with this eye. I can't see you. So if you're typing, I'm looking out into the ocean so I can stay focused and stay connected to what I'm trying to say to you. So this is the Charleston y'all don't want. He ain't funny, he don't play, he ignore the comments, he just get the message out and then he get offline, then he go by this day. So that's what this the Charleston y'all got for today. So I got all the facts of the case. So there's a video that's been released by Frisco Independent School District because this is public information. And if you want to see this video, you can go up to Frisco Independent School District and see this video. That's why Sarah J. Fields and Austin Metcalf's dad, and now they've drugged the mom in, but they're trying to debunk people from going to see the video. Why do you think Sarah...
Oh, Charleston White sat down with that boy dad. He went and got some gems. Charleston White got some gems for sure. Now, I see a lot of people in the comments of the last video I posted about Karmello Anthony. You know, they were saying, oh, Charleston White must have got paid for this. And, oh, I wonder how much they bought him out. And no. Listen to what he got to say.
Sarah J. Fields, she released the indictment before anybody had the indictment. And she got a woman fired because they're using a new Jim Crow systematic tactic where they got the people inside the courts, they got the people inside, and they're working against the Karmello Anthony family on behalf of Sarah J. Fields because she's a precinct chair and she's threatening to use her power from her precinct chair, I think District 30, to get people unelected and get people elected if they don't go against this case. So she's trying to use political power to influence and persuade this case. That is what Sarah J. Fields have partnered with Austin's family in trying to do. The mom wasn't too much in it. The mom's really been grieving. Austin Jeff Metcalf has been playing for the camera because he's been an absent father who abused the mom, and he think he can get back in with mom, and mom doesn't want anything to do with Jeff. That's why you don't see them standing in the camera together like you see the Karmello Anthony's family doing. So let me stick to the case, to the facts, right? So Sarah has a lady who works for the Collin County courts who just lost her job, who released the indictment before anybody had it. So for whatever reason, Sarah is getting all this information, and she's coming to misconstrue the information, and she's giving out misinformation and false information. Number one, the family has not touched the GoFundMe money. GoFundMe froze the money because the lawyers are trying to get the money. The lawyers are trying to get the money, not the family. It's the lawyers. The first group of people came through with civil rights lawyers trying to play for a civil rights lawsuit as if this was a police shooting. That's why they went with the race card. Biggest mistake they could have made. First mistake I told them they made.
Know what's going on behind the scenes, man. I bet them comments that y'all was commenting on that video, bro. It seemed to me like y'all racist, bro. Y'all got to prove to me otherwise, bro. It seemed like y'all racist now. Something ain't right, bro.
Playing a race card. Now the white people was waiting for black people to play the race card. Now they're playing the race card in ways that we can't see. It's called racism. It's hidden in the fabrics. It's embedded in the fabrics of the design of America. So it's not blatant. You can't see it. It's hidden. Like somebody in Collin County courts who has a job to feed their family are releasing private information to a known, not a law enforcement, which is Sarah J. Field. That's the first mistakes that's happening in this case. These are adults that's doing this. This was a children's problem, a children's issue. The adults have gotten in and made it hateful, ugly, and racist. And this is about right or wrong. This is clearly about right or wrong. This isn't about race. The adults have came in and made it about race. You don't hear no children online talking and fighting and going back and forth about this case. It's all hateful-hearted adults. It's not children. It's all hateful-hearted adults online bickering, going back and forth, spewing hate over an issue over children. And none of them was there. All the adults with opinion, none of them was there. So Sarah, let's tell the truth. Jeff, let's tell the truth. You even said in an interview, but you're talking too fucking much online, Jeff. You're talking too much online, Jeffrey Metcalf. And you're partnering with someone who wasn't there, and it's clearly she's a hateful-hearted. And by the way, Sarah, we have your background as well. You said Dominique Alexander's a horrible person, and he is. And you once were too, Sarah. You used to smoke meth. You was a meth addict whore. So don't try to get cleaned up in the Republican Party and hide behind it. This conservative shield as if you once was a liberal whore, getting high, selling your cunt for meth. So come on, Sarah. Don't play like you're just so high and mighty. Jeff, you're a woman beater. You used to beat your wife. Your kids heard it. They saw it. You had anger issues, Jeff. Guess what? Your two big boys did too. They had very anger issues. And from what's been reported about Austin and his twin brother, they've been kicking ass since elementary. They've been bigger than most children. Not only that, they are trained experts in jiu-jitsu. Why isn't the media reporting this? Now, I know the law. And I've taken the gun classes, I've taken the license to carry classes, to see it. I've taken all these classes. And in these classes, with all these white people, and I was the only black guy, and I just want to say, hey, thanks to Sheriff Bill Wayburn, thanks to Tarrant County Sheriff Bill Wayburn, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my license to carry. My license to carry certificate has my local sheriff name on it. Minus fact, a Republican politician loaned me the gun to go do my shooting range at the sheriff's class. And this is documented, people. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Thanks, Sheriff Bill Wayburn. Sheriff taught me how to hold a gun, the sheriff taught me how to shoot great. And I've been shooting perfectly since Sheriff taught me. I just want to say thank you, Sheriff. And I beat all my charges, by the way, Sarah Fields. Did I mace a cat? I tried to. I tried to mace a cat, Sarah. Someone reported it online. Guess what? I beat the fucking charges. And I tried. Oh, no. We're back. We're back. We had a little technical difference. We're back. So back to what I was saying. I tried to mace the cat, but the cat wouldn't let me. Cats are not like dumb dogs. I used to mace dogs all the time. Come here, boy. Yeah, when they come up on it, I shoot him with the mace. And he rolled to try to get it out, put it, but not the cat. You can't go, here, kitty, and try to mace the cat. It's too quick, it's too agile, too athletic. So, did I try to mace the cat? Did I try to mace the cat? You're fucking right, I did. Did I try to mace the cat? You're fucking right, I did. I did it every day, because I hate cats. I hate dogs. I hate everything white people like, except Chick-fil-A. Shit, everything white people like. So when white people online make me mad, even my daughter got a cat. My son got a cat. I mistreat the motherfuckers if I get mad at white people. My buddy got a dog. White person make me mad online, I secretly kick his dog. Cause I feel like that's y'all brother. You got her like him. I'm just playing. I'm a comedian. Like satire comedy. But I really tried to make that cat. I'm just playing. I really did. I recorded it showing I did. And somebody believed I did. And I really tried to. But when I went to court, I said, man, I ain't trying to mace no cat. You know why? Because you can't bring the cat to court. My constitutional right give me a right to confront my witness. Bring the cat to court then, if I may. Where the cat at? They lying. We got it on video. Where the cat at? That's my cousin's cat. And by the way, my cousin, Mr. Jesse Taylor, was a Republican precinct chair of District 1297. That was his cat. He don't know that wasn't real mace. I lied and told him that was water. Because when they give you the mace gun, they give you a canister of water. And then they give you a canister of mace. They let the water be the tester. I swore on the Bible, I used the water. I told him, man, I ain't trying to mace your cat, nigga, you know that. Like, man, you can't even mace a cat. He said, I know you wouldn't kill folk, but I did. I just lied to him. And I had this pre-recorded, this ain't pre-recorded, but I had proof to back up my lie. Like, you're fucking doing, Sarah. You're coming with false proof to back up a lie. I did the same thing and beat the felony charge against the animal cruelty. It's a great scheme for a defense team. I'm just great, Sarah. But when people know the truth, nobody knew my truth. Nobody could really prove that this was really mace in the can, Sarah. That's why the charge was fucking dropped. You know how I beat the 2 ag assaults? Because when I came out pointing the gun, nobody could see it on camera. But this here, Sarah, this is on camera. So let me break the footage down since nobody wants to see it and everybody's taking Sarah's word with this.
So Charleston White said he seen that footage, man. I can't wait until that footage drops because I want to see it.
Somewhat of a truth to support a lie. I'm good at taking some truth to support a lie when I get in trouble with white folks. It's easy to do when you know what you're doing, Sarah, and you kind of know what you're doing. Conniving whore. Fucking conniving whore. Lying under oath, I beat the charges. There's no such thing as double jeopardy. And by the way, I never went under oath. I let my lawyer talk for me. I'm a Jewish lawyer. I don't say a word. I talk to the police. I tell the police what I want them to know. I let my lawyer talk in court paper. And by the way, they got enough money up out of me revoking my bonds for smoking marijuana because I wouldn't follow the court's order. I kept smoking pot. You know why? Because I got money. I got money, baby. And by the way, I'm in character. I'm not really admitting to committing any crimes. This is satire comedy, shock jocking, dark humor. I am a highly paid comedian. So I get to come under my comedic umbrella and say what the fuck I want to say in the name of free speech being funny. You don't know if I'm being funny or serious. Nobody knows, and nobody can prove if I'm being serious or funny when I'm in character online, because I did admit to being in character online. Can't beat me. I've been beating white people all my life. But listen to me. So in this video with, I'm gonna call Karmello Anthony a hero. Because most children who get bullied, white kids anyway, shoot up the school. And white people come
He ain't
and say,
lying though. He's telling the facts.
By his dad, and he has mental issues, and they claim mental health when it's a white kid slaughtering a bunch of children. But here we are, we have a black kid that put the fire out of one bully. Now, I just want to remind America, I just want to fucking remind America, you have a Stop the Bullying campaign for children. You have a cyberbullying issues and policies that grown folks like to report on other grown folks. So you mean to tell me if two big black niggers walk up to a white man, and they're really big black guys, super big and super black, big black niggers, hey, you need to get from up under here. And he's amongst his friends, minding his business. One white guy standing right here. One black guy standing right here. I want to paint this picture. This was a black guy doing this to a white guy. You got a black guy to your right. He's a big nigger. You got a black guy. He's a bigger nigger to your left. The bigger nigger's angry and aggressive. Yeah, he's roaring like a lion. Roar. The other bigger nigger beating on his chest like a gorilla. Well, you need to move. I don't even know y'all. Why y'all fucking with me? Gorilla and lion? Why, I'm just a sheep, a little small sheep, and I'm new to the area. Now, silverback gorilla, I'm a sheep. I'm here with your baboon friend. Now I'm with a baboon. The baboon is a little cuter than the gorilla. The baboon and the gorilla girl don't want to get a lion no pussy. He just get to fuck the lioness, but he want to fuck the gorilla women. Here I am, a sheep. The gorilla women want to give me some pussy. I'm a sheep though, but I'm with the baboon. The gorillas, the monkeys, the orangutans, they all like this handsome baboon. He's a mulatto kid. I'm a full sheep. I'm a full motherfucking sheep amongst these gorillas. All these monkeys and gorillas. I'm just a little white sheep. Bah. Bah. And these gorillas and lions is barking in this jungle at me. And I'm new to the jungle. I come out the zoo. I ain't been out in this motherfucking jungle. I come out the zoo. I don't know nothing about how to survive with these animals. So goddamn it, the gorilla hit on his chest, say move. I look at the baboon, say something smart to the lion. I'm not moving. The lion said, I'll make you move and try to take my stuff. I'm a sheep. I'm scared. Now let's stop right there, boys and girls. Stop right there. They had me to believe, based on Sarah and all my Republican friends and the white media, and even some black people, they had me to believe that Karmello Anthony woke up that morning and took a knife to school with the intention on defending himself from a bully. If that was the case, he's dead.
Y'all think Karmello Anthony brought a knife to school? Because I see a lot of people, they be in the comments talking about he had a knife and all this and that, bro.
Wrong, and that's what I believe. So I was adamant about, no, he took a knife to school. That's premeditated. You cannot be in fear and in danger and not tell nobody and take a weapon with the anticipation of hurting. You can't do that. You surely can't do it to a school. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons how you can prove he didn't bring a knife to school. They didn't charge him with a weapon. They would have stacked those charges on him had he brought the knife to school, and the police did not charge him with having a weapon on school grounds, which is a federal law and a state law. They would have stacked that on top of the murder rather than enhancing the charges. Come on, Sarah, I went to Texas Wesleyan now. Dr. Greg Goulion and Dr. Linton. I made the dean's list now. This is documented. I made the dean's list. I was going to law school before I started my youth organization, creating youth programs and curriculums to help teach inside the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. And by the way, Sarah, I used to also teach and train the United States Department of Homeland Security Human Trafficking Division at Eastfield Police Training Academy by way of Special Agent Keith Owens, who now is an adjunct professor at UTA. I used to teach that for the Homeland Security. It's all documented, but it's not about me. It's not about me, Sarah.
Not about me.
So listen to me. So they didn't charge him with the weapon. So the gorilla in the line have scared this sheep. He's looking at the baboon for help.
What up, Ash Bella?
The baboon is afraid of these guys. All the monkeys and all the animals in this jungle is afraid of this silverback gorilla in this line. You know why? Because they are experts in trained jiu-jitsu. They come to school high on fentanyl. This is white people's George Floyd, by the way. Austin Metcalf is white people's George Floyd.
He talking crazy, bro. Bro, the white boy was George Floyd.
He really died of a fentanyl overdose because the autopsy said he had fentanyl in his system. Steroid use.
Why they not saying nothing about that?
Off of football, but during football season, Austin is steroiding up, buddies. His dad said they excelled in every sport. So with their physical abilities and capabilities and strength, based on what they teach you in the license to carry classes, the CHL gun classes, anybody bigger than you can boom, 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 boom. Body size is a form of a weapon under the law. They were two extremely big guys who were, nigga, go in the bedroom with your sister and your girl then. There are two bigger guys who are trained and skilled in mixed martial arts jiu-jitsu that can severely hurt you and kill you. Steroids, fentanyl, anger issues, abusive dad. You bring that trauma to school with you. You take it out on the football field, but you have a reputation of bullying people from, I think, about the 4th grade, these Austin twin brothers. So you can't just fight one, you have to fight two. That's why this is a package deal. So 2 men approach you, bigger than size. You mean to tell me you don't have the right to defend yourself?
Most definitely.
This is a George Floyd.
Does he have a right to defend himself? That's something that y'all can let me know in the comments for sure. Because I need to know if we on the same accord. Because he got a point and he cooking, bro. He's speaking logic right now. I don't think he trolling and I don't think he playing around for show for show.
The autopsy said he has fentanyl in the system. So another lie that they said, he brought the knife to school. He didn't have a knife. He had a Boy Scouts, aid tool. Well, what's on that tool? They have 12 different components. You lift this one up, it may be a bottle opener. You lift this one up, it may be a screwdriver. And they're about this small. They're smaller than 3 inches. It was so small, you don't even see it when they take the picture next to the body because it laid next to the body right by the backpack. Sarah fails. They didn't know what nigga can do due diligence works like this. They didn't know what nigga can do with due diligence. I went to Texas Wesleyan. They taught me how to research. They taught me how to go into the library database and pull up other articles and things like that and go get the court pay. I know how to do what you do, Sarah. I just play a ignorant nigga online because it pays much more than what you make. I get 10,000 interviews, so I pay a crazy nigga online. Then I come offline and be a great dad. See, my daughter just walked by right there. So my daughter just graduated high school last year. She's waiting to go to college. So while she's waiting to go to college, I put her in Paul Mitchell Beauty School. She just graduated that the other day. That's why she waits to go to college. But listen to me, right? So he didn't have a knife. It was a Boy Scout tool that most white people give their elementary kids. Lift it this way, about 12 items on there. A knife just so happens to be on there. I think even a fingernail file is on there. The knife was so small, it did not penetrate his heart. It was too small. It was a little small knife. They're not telling us this. They tricked me, and they had me.
Hey, he got the gems for sure, for sure.
Going against
And then look, y'all stick around because after this, we're gonna get into that 4 extra stuff.
good kid.
Yeah.
It really had me going against a good kid, so I'm fucked up about this, my white Republican friends. I'm fucked up. This is what the Democrats did to the poor niggas with the rappers and the. Come on, y'all are doing to. Come on, you're gonna do what the Democrats are doing to the blacks. Just give us the truth. We're smart enough conservative. And by the way, my voting record is all conservative. Mike Wallace, you name it. Mona Bailey, me and Mona Bailey. Shelley Pritchard, Jen Hall, I know all of them. Tarrant County GOP Republican Party, I know all of them. All of them. Sarah, I'm in the loop. I mean, I know about you too. Meth whore.
So Blake,
in the loop.
If he way off on this, bro, present some evidence, bro. Prove him wrong, bro. Why you ain't got a channel? Why you not going against what he's saying, bro? Why y'all always come in my comments and try to say, I don't, bro. I'm entertaining, bro. We entertaining. He entertaining me, I'm entertaining y'all. I'm not into this shit like that, bro.
Was this small. The kid didn't do what I did. I stood over our victim, which was a white man by the name of Michael Levy. I gave my 16-year-old friend a gun and told him to shoot Michael Levy, and he shot Michael Levy. You know what I did? I got out the car so I can see him shoot Michael Levy, because I always wanted to see what white people look like when they die by the hands of a bunch of black people. Like black people used to die by the hands of a bunch of white people that I used to see on television in the slave movies, all the black movies. So I wanted to see if white people died like black people in the movies, because I had never seen anybody die except on the movie. And I always seen white people standing over black people, white people standing around black people as they hung. So I wanted to see. So as our victim was dying, I went and looked at his eyes and watched what a white man looked like when he died. He's scared too. I seen a fear in his eyes.
For sure, Drip.
It still haunts me to today. But it only haunts me when I'm in a good mindset. But when white
Miss
people
T,
make
good
me
looking
mad,
for that sub.
I always remember what my victim looked like. See, most of y'all don't know what it's like to kill a black person white. I know what it feels like to watch a white person die by our hands. I gave the order. And sometimes I'm proud of it, sometimes I'm not. It all depends on how I feel. Like you, sometimes you do right, sometimes you do wrong based on how you feel. We're human. I get it. We're human. I'm human. But let me stick to the facts, because this is not about me. The kid didn't bring a knife to school. The knife was a small.
And that's why I rock with Charleston White, bro, because he understands that it's not about him. A lot of these people, what's the deal, Cecilia, CC? So a lot of these people, bro, they get on here and they try to react to content and make it about them, bro. We don't do that. We just let it play out. So you mad at me for what Charleston White said, you gonna be mad because this shit ain't gonna never stop.
Let me tell you another lie that they told. They said that
Yeah.
Austin Metcalf died in the hands of his brother. It's the biggest fucking lie. This guy's a well-trained athlete that excelled in all sports. This big motherfucker.
Ashy Knuckles, good looking.
Dead. He hit him with that knife. He didn't hit him 2 times. He didn't hit him 3 times. He hit him out of fear 1 time. Because this big silverback gorilla is now approaching him, threatening and roaring and giving every. So your instincts, your nature of fight or flight kicks in. Just like the police when they say they pull a gun, they don't have time to think. I saw a gun, and all there was a cell phone. The police go through it, and they're trained people. So we want our kid to be this trained, where these 2 trained mixed martial arts experts who excel in all sports due to their body size, strength, and physical abilities is approaching you, causing harm. You don't know them, never met them. You don't even know why they're approaching you. You boom, hit them with what you got. It could have been a pencil, it could have been anything. And you drop it, and you take off running. I'm gonna say it again. You drop it, and you take off running. They had me believing he took off running with the weapon, and he was caught with the weapon. No, he dropped the weapon. Austin did not fall down. Austin took off running down the flight of stairs, if you watch the video. Then he ran back up. He was panicking. He's on fentanyl. He's on fentanyl like fentanyl Floyd.
For sure, bro. Appreciate you.
He's on fentanyl like fentanyl Floyd. Floyd got somebody leaning on his neck, cutting off his ear, but he also got fentanyl in his system that don't allow his organs to function properly to self-defend and self-recoup itself. Same with Austin. He's on he's on fent, and he does fentanyl regularly and often. So we don't know how bad his organs is. Not only that, he's been using steroids since middle school. Austin's been used, so he got roid rage, fentanyl, trauma from dad's anger issues, beat mom. This kid is an explosive weapon and a threat. So this is fentanyl Austin. We're going with the autopsy report. We're going to be honest, people. So here it is. We can't go with Google. And I told Sarah that. I told Sarah you can't go with Google. Everybody knows when you go to college and you write a research paper, or persuasive paper, or if you write any kind of paper and you stat and you quote something, you can't say I got it from Google. I did a Google search. That's not credible information. Everybody with educational sense and went to a higher educational school knows that Google is not credible to cite as a source. That's why I went to the library. Didn't you hear me say library database?
CC good peoples, man. She part of the team, man. She part of the fam, bro. She tap in with her, Ash Bella. Y'all tap in with each other.
Where you can pull up credible articles. Somebody reporting me. Yeah, somebody reporting me. Yeah, somebody. But back to what I'm saying. So everybody knows Google's not credible. So let me stick to what they trying to report it. Sarah's been going against everybody advocating for the Karmello Anthony family. So she got my Facebook took down. So she's going after everybody.
Also, that's the person that got his Instagrams. That's who got his Instagrams put down and all that, man. Hey, appreciate you, the Drip Show, for that good $5 super chat, my boy. You the GOAT, man. Appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his content, man. The Drip Show. Feel me? He right there. He just donated to the channel, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. We need 9 more super chats to go. The goal is 10 super chats. It could be $1, 50 cents, whatever. You feel me? Just trying to accomplish the goal, man.
You know how many pages I don't give a damn about losing. So let me finish saying what I'm saying. So he drops the knife. He takes off running. Austin's brother and the other children take off running, chasing after Karmello Anthony. Now these are kids who was just at
they ain't
this
gonna
event,
say that.
watching him get bullied, but didn't try to step in and stop the bullying. They sat back idle because they're afraid of the Austin brothers. But when he responds, now they want to chase him with the brother. He takes off running. He's not running with the murder weapon. He runs to an adult. The first adult he sees is a coach. He runs to him for safety. What they're not telling us, and this is in the police report, if they read the police report, one of the first thing Karmello Anthony asked was he okay? Showing empathy, remorse, immediately. Is he one of the first things? Another thing they're not telling us, this is a good kid who's empathetic, remorseful, emotional intelligent. He had just rescued a kid previously. He had saved a kid's life recently. He hadn't been bullied.
Why they ain't telling us about all that, man? What's going on? And it seemed to me like they be defending and defending the white people though, but when the black person, bro, they just blast us out there.
And kids like the Austin twins, Karmello have been saving kids' lives. The twin brothers have been bullying kids' lives. David and Goliath, 2 Davids, 2 Goliaths, I mean, 2 big giants against 1 David. They didn't come 1, they came 2 against 1. Already an initial threat. So he drops the knife, he runs to an adult, according to the police report, which was a coach. And I just want to tell everybody, because this is, and Sarah's not going to tell y'all this. All the white parents are making their children silent Why do you think no children online is speaking on this? It's all white adults. They have silenced their children because they don't want people to know that these two twin brothers have been terror. They have been white terror, kind of like Buford was in Back to the Future. In every movie we have ever watched, at every school, there's always a white bully, a class of bullies who picks on. So let's not act like this is not it. When you know the history of the Metcalf twins, when you know the history of the Metcalf twins, you know these are two big white guys who have a body size that's bigger than children their normal age and in their class. So they're both big guys. They come from an abusive household with an angry dad. That's why the dad is trying to provoke the Anthony's family to do something. He's walking around with his glasses on and his gun. His mom doesn't want anything to do with Jeffrey's violent behavior, and it transcended to the children because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, and the roots and the fruit are one and the same. They're violent children, like these niggas with these guns. And they got guns. Not only that, they're trained jiu-jitsu experts. I'm going to say it again. They're trained jiu-jitsu experts according to documentation and what comes out of the father's mouth. So you better not fight these guys. And these guys are so violent and angry, he broke his dad's arm. Tupac have a song that says white man's world. And there's a part in his song when Tupac is explaining the mindset of a child that says, mama, why they keep calling me nigga? I'm gonna get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. Well, if you don't never get big, you can't never pay them back. Austin got big, and he got a chance to pay his dad back. You remember what he did to you, Jeffrey? He broke your fucking shoulder. Not only did he break your shoulder, he ripped your ligaments. That's how you can go before the world and let them know he's good at it. Imagine what he'll do to a little guy who rib show, like me and Karmello. He would have ripped him apart, tore him to shreds in front of those other girls that he can't fuck. That the white girls starting to like this guy. And you know what all of this start from, right? They all went swimming one time at a party somewhere.
Oh, my boy Drip with another two-piece, man. He said, we can't win for losing. I'm in Texas, self-defense. Shout out to Texas, man, and shout out to the Drip, man. He just dropped a little 7 bomb in the chat, man. Appreciate you, my boy. No cap, man. Hope you have a good night, my boy.
The house party. Karmello Anthony jumped in the pool. He gets out of the pool, he got a big print. And the girls in the school start talking about he has a big print. Words gets out in school, new black guy from wherever he comes from, kind of handsome, braces, lives out here with us, has a big print. Word gets out. I swear to God, that's what this is about.
He said has a big print.
Honest to God truth. They all at a pool party. He don't know the guys. He know the baboon. The baboon is a mixed kid. He connect with the new black kid, but he's cool with the white bullies. They smoke weed, they do fentanyl, they pop pills, they do ecstasy. So these are party kids. Karmello's not a party kid. That's why he died with fentanyl in the system at a track event. They're not asking, why did he bring a knife to school? Because he got kids walking around in school on fentanyl, fuckers. Athletes. High-powered athletes on fentanyl at school with kids with sober mind. I need something to defend myself if he gets angry. Come on, people. Come on. Let me stick them. Okay. So he rescues a kid a year later. Soon as he gets to an adult and get this situation, first thing he shows is compassion, concern, and empathy for the assailant because he's not a victim. Austin is not a victim. He's an assailant. His brother should be charged with his death as well because anytime you commit a crime and someone dies in the commission of a crime, the brothers should be charged because they was committing a crime. No matter how small the crime is. They went to go commit a crime against a black kid and his brother died. The brother should be charged with something, Sarah. So check it out. So he gets arrested. Every adult in this situation, before this kid was ever even booked in jail, from the police to everybody, had tears in their eyes. They were crying. They were crying because they know this is a good kid. He didn't mean to kill nobody. Man, this is not negligent homicide. Man, this is self-defense. But because we're in an all-white county and everybody in Tarrant County,
Charleston White spitting that fly, 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 fly. That boy spitting that shit, man. Y'all donate to the channel. Send a super chatter too, man. Get them likes up for me, bro. Man, we right here listening to Charleston White. I got this whole ass nigga Aaron the plumber commenting on my videos, talking crazy, man. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? But nah, though, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get a quick 200 likes, man. Y'all donate to the channel. I don't know why y'all playing, bro. We got a super goal, a super chat goal, 10 super chats, bro. Let's knock that out the way real quick, man. That ain't nothing. You feel me? Charleston White talking hot facts. Whether you like him or not, he's the voice for Karmello Anthony, man. Karmello Anthony, we done had these New Orleans dudes come out talking about they want Meek Mills and all these people to advocate for them. But Charleston White speaking out, he took time out of his day to retract his statement, get the info, and then come be the voice for that boy and his family, bro. Come on, man. Hit that like button, bro. Donate to the channel, bro. Send a super chat or a cash app or something. You feel me? We thugging tonight. It feel like Friday tonight. It's 12 a.m. and we up thugging. Come on, bro. And we finna get into the 4 extra stuff after this. Come on, bro.
You go to Collin County, niggas, white people. I've worked out there, but the judge on the case is a fair judge. They thought they was giving the judge, they thought they was giving the case to a, no. I'm honored to see the judge on the case, a fair man. And Collin County has enough black people who are registered voters, who have driving licenses that they can pick from the jury pool. So we don't want to leave it, we want to keep it in Collin County. Even though there are people trying to bully, they can't bully this judge and they can't bully the law. You can't beat the white man with racism. You can't beat the white man with capitalism. You can't beat, you have to beat the white man with his law. You can't beat him no other kind of way. That's what made Johnny Cochran so bad. That's why black people have to go to the United Nations, because they ain't figured out a way to beat the white man with his law for the human rights.
No, my boy Drip with another one, man. He just dropped another 2-piece in the chat. He said, stop playing and hype my guy up, man. Run them likes up, man. My boy say hit that like button, man. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. But if you want to donate to the channel, man, just hit the super chat.
But Washington, D.C. don't give black people human rights. The world do. That's neither here nor there. We'll talk later. But this is a good kid that I'm advocating for. I have the facts of the case. They have the video out, so that's why they're not promoting the video. That's why they're not telling you that this kid was very empathetic and not sympathetic, empathetic and remorseful. Is he okay? I never asked if my victim was okay. I watched him die. So you got people like Sarah Fields she just got a woman fired who worked for the Collin County criminal courts, who was releasing all the paperwork and information. So there's an indictment that was released. Sarah J. Fields had the indictment before the police did. So we have a paper where Sarah released the indictment a day before it was released. Then she released it earlier that day, and then went back and bought it later that day. Sarah, you know, the digital stamp showed your hand. That's why the woman got in trouble.
Damn.
Not only that, the people from the criminal courts is
Charleston White know more than we think.
Releasing all the information.
Oh yeah, man, y'all become a member too, man. It ain't nothing but a couple dollars, man. Like I think like $1.99 or something. Ask Bella what happened to you. You was a member on there. I don't see you on there no more. Y'all become a member of the channel, man.
Of Sarah Field, because she's claiming she's a bully. She's a precinct chair. She can get you unelected with her voice. Okay, she got a platform to do that. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's why I don't believe in karma, because white people do so wrong, and I never see white people get karma for nothing. Slavery, nothing.
He kicking facts out here.
Karma, so I don't believe in karma. Because when I look at white people, they never get karma. Especially white people like Sarah, Jeff Metcalf. Maybe Austin is your karma for raising him in such a violent household, beating his mama, and he come outside and beat other children with those expert skills you trained him to have, so he can be dominant over other people, is what they say is. You wanted him to be dominant over other people. That's why you always brag about his physical abilities, not his academic talents. Fucker. I'm just but listen, but hear me out, hear me out. So Sarah and them is getting all this information from the courts. This is the new Jim Crow, guys. This is the new Jim Crow. So I would advise any and everybody to go read the book, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. It highlights and talks about these things. Dr. King got them to take the signs down, but he didn't get them to change their hearts and their minds. They just took the signs down, took the robes off, and renamed their positions. Precinct chairs rather than Ku Klux Klan leaders. I'm sorry. Let me stop. So check this out. So kid gets arrested. They know he didn't commit murder, but they cannot put a white judge to lower this kid's bond, so they sacrificed a black lady. Oh, this gets deep, people. This gets really deep. They sacrifice a good black woman who has integrity and dignity and criminal standards. They sacrificed her. They knew she would do the right thing. She was going to lower the bond. They couldn't let a white person take this hit. So they put the black woman out there, and now the white people, Sarah Fields and all the white people have put their hoods on by way of metaverse. They got their
Ooh, exposing.
Ku Klux Klan hoods on.
Let me find out Aiden Ross gave Charleston the game, man.
Metaverse, and they're releasing the judge's information. Now, this judge has a daughter. They're releasing Karmello Anthony's family. So all these white people who own guns, who are second right amendments, who vote for Trump, are now threatening this black family who has a daughter and other daughters, and this other black judge who's a legal law-abiding judge who they voted. They voted this one. Now they're threatening her. They're threatening her life. So ironically, on the same day, the judge had to move to a new location. She now has to have 24-hour security. The Karmello Anthony family have moved at least 4 times. So as they're moving, Sarah is putting out false information saying they're buying new houses. No, Sarah, they're running from your threats and Jeff showing up at this man's job. So now this man can't even work in Texas because they keep showing up at the job. He's a car salesman. He's a car salesman. So Jeff and everybody keep showing. So the man, they're putting, man, come on now. If it were me, I would unalive one of y'all showing up at my job. I would show up at Jeff's ex-wife house and unalive her. I would cause pain, unbearable pain, if you done me like that. Yeah, you done me like that. Yeah. I unalive a white baby. If white people mess with me like they're doing Karmello, I would go to a daycare and I would unalive the all white though. Innocent. I would do what Dylan Roof did. I would find that Frisco church. If white people did me like that, I would throw my life into the river. But I would do it like Dylan Roof did. Yeah, I would do it like Dylan Roof did, but to white people. I know what it feels like to stand over a white man and watch him die. That's something nobody could ever take away from me. You don't know what it feels like. I do. And if white people make me mad, you know, one time the police made me mad. And this what made the Republicans stop fucking with me. One of my good friend's son by the name of Dacian Steptoe killed a high-ranking police officer by the name of Sergeant Garrett Hull. And he was a big old bad white boy. They called him Rambo. 3 tours in Iraq. He was the leader of SWAT. And my homeboy's son killed him. Shot him right between the eye. And Officer Garrett Hull, this is in the newspaper. We called him One Shot Day Day because he killed the cop with 1 shot. I love it. They was hunting him down. They should have been arresting him, but they was hunting him. And because they were wrong and they were hunting him, Officer Garrett Hull is dead right now today. And I prayed for his death. But see, before Officer Garrett Hull died, I went live on Facebook and I prayed in the name of Jesus that a Fort Worth police officer die in the line of duty. I prayed for it before the world. Then a week later, Officer Garrett Hull was killed and I celebrated. I called him a pig in a blanket. Oh, it was lovely. And then I went and I prayed and I said, Father God, I pray and I plead the blood of Jesus on Councilwoman Gina Bivens Lupus. I pray that she have a heart attack and something happened to her. And you know what they did to me?
My boy just came through with another 2-piece, man. Appreciate the Drip Show. He said Charleston break is down exclusive. Drip Nation, man. Appreciate you, my boy.
They put me in a crazy house after that. They thought I was crazy. This is documented. They took me and put me into the crazy house, and they admitted me under the Sandra Bland Act. I think it was Senate Bill 12 something. They admitted me under the Crazy Bland Act. And so I played crazy for 7 days to get out of there. I couldn't play sane. If I would have played sane, they would have kept me in there. I refused to take the medicine. So this is what they diagnosed me as, Sarah J. Fields. Homicidal and suicidal. They say I want to be killed by a cop. They lying like a mother. They lying on me. But they say I'm homicidal and suicidal because they watch me go to the gun range. They watch me stockpile weapons. When the police arrested me, I had over 400 rounds of ammunition with all type of black liberation literature. And then I bought a 50 cal, Sarah Fields, ready for war. Then the FBI came. And I said, hey, I'm just bullshit, man. Hey, man, I'm just bullshit. Yeah, what? And I turned into a comedian after that. I promise you y'all won't fuck with me like y'all fucking with them. I promise you won't. I'm gonna play crazy again. It's called homicidal and suicidal by ideation and preparation is what the doctor report said. They said I had an ideation, an ideology, and I was preparing. That's what they said, but they lying on me. I was just doing what white people do. Because I'm a Republican, and we've been doing this together as Republicans. But now since y'all mad at me, now I'm crazy now. But when we was all going together, it was cool. When we was all buying guns, it was cool. But now I break away from the Republican, the Tarrant County jail, now I'm crazy. But I'll play crazy. Homicidal and suicidal by ideation and preparation and marijuana psychosis. When they added the marijuana psychosis, that's when I realized I've been here 7 days, and I ain't even seen a real doctor. Man, I've been seeing the student doctors that's trying to become the doctor, playing like the doctor on me. That's when I played on y'all. That's why I can still buy my motherfucking guns. I never went before a judge. That's why I can still tote them motherfucking guns with that motherfucking medical report. I'm way smarter than y'all. Fool. Fool, I'm way smarter than y'all. But they lying on this kid. He's completely innocent. He killed a weapon. He didn't kill a kid. He killed a machine. Well-known doctor snitch that's known for working with the police and took them to the Rolling 60s neighborhood after the Rolling 60s major leaders had been indicted by the FBI. Why would Seti Nash be so stupid to take a well-known documented snitch who's being followed, who's still on probation with law enforcement?
Seti Nash, hey, Seti Nash responded to this, man. We gonna get into that next, you feel me?
Neighborhood, cuz. Take them to the 60s neighborhood, put everybody on camera so the police can collect facial recognition data and begin intel on all these new people who Seti Nash brought Woody to the neighborhood. Now, people say he didn't put the police on Woody. As Woody was the first thing he told the police, man, I know Charleston sent y'all. Yeah, they just used the ones to get him. But they got you, Woody. Why you think Woody ain't online still talking about Charleston? He won't even mention me now. I remember right before he went in jail, Woody was on a Charleston rant. All day, every day, out. Now, all of a sudden, he ain't talking about Charleston no more. Y'all don't think that's a coincidence? So, Seti Nash then went and picked up Woody, took Woody to the neighborhood. Now, Woody done been picked up And the police and the FBI already is on the rolling 60s. Done went, shouldn't Seti Nash be DP'd for taking a snitch and volunteered to go into the police department. He volunteered. They didn't pick him up. He volunteered the information on YSL. So then he...
Charleston White trying to get Seti Nash DP.
He take him to the hood and they collect facial recognition data. Smart job, Seti. You did it for the police. Great job. So let's look at this. They say 4 Extra blew up his hand. They say 4 Extra blew up his hand. He can barely see. He lost his eyesight. His eyesight is regaining. The internet in 607 UNC is saying UNC put 607 UNC put voodoo. They believe in voodoo. They put voodoo on a gang member who been beating up people and unaliving people before now. So you mean to tell me a guy who says he's a part of Illuminati, paints his fingernails like a woman, you know, like a P-O-N-K, put voodoo, he drinks, he's not married, he don't have a woman, he don't really take care of kids, he got power to put voodoo on a gang member who been hurting people all his life. All of a sudden now, voodoo gets the guy, voodoo, boom, firecracker event. Can we ask Unc the Funk, the Punk, can you put voodoo on white people? Can you put voodoo on white people? Put voodoo on somebody. Let me see. If voodoo really works,
looking for that
put voodoo on white people. Matter of fact, put voodoo on your house and pay for it. Because you don't own nothing. You broke. You stay in the poor section of Fort Worth. You doing bad. Put voodoo on Adam then. Adam the one set you up. Put voodoo on Adam. Shit don't work. Y'all say anything. He put voodoo. But man, please. That's a punk. A playing character. And he's fishing. A weenie. They scared him. I remember California guys was trying to scare me. Didn't work. Me and Mob James stole nose to nose. He wouldn't even stand up with the 4 Extra. He let 4 Extra stand up. Man, I'm not that kind of uncle. I'm the kind of uncle they gotta beat up. Can't scare me and I go pray voodoo on the nigga. I'm gonna mace the nigga. Voodoo, I'm gonna put the mace on the nigga. Voodoo work. Voodoo, I don't need voodoo help. I help me. I ain't praying to God, God, get the bully. The bully scared me, God. He scared me to put fingernail polish on me.
This nigga funny as hell, man. He talk crazy and he mute up and play the music. Bro be tripping. But
neighborhood sets. Nigga. Ass cry.
yeah, they ain't gonna show you this.
Tripping. Begging ass crowd. Tell that crowd ass nigga quit begging. Where you said it, cuz? Where all the neighborhood sets, nigga? Fuck, we need to donate to a blind, crippled gangbanger that scare everybody. We happy it done happened to the nigga. Ass crowd, new Crips.
Me know what that won't be a problem. For my point, like Chris Hakeem, I'm just trying to down dog you for me, cause ain't no need to even wait for I want her to hold and sit down, playing on nigga down. She rockin' dope.
Say, tell the Vernon Avenue Crips to donate to the nigga. Begging ass crowd. Tell that crowd ass nigga quit begging. Where you said it, cuz? Where all the neighborhood sets, nigga? Fuck, we need to donate to a blind, crippled gangbanger that scare everybody. We happy it done happened to the nigga.
The power I call him mine. And being in law the last hour, mine. Who over every thought in mine. Time with fucking all the clouds. Sunshine in. Open all the blind. On and on. Yeah, another test I gotta read. Another test that I don't need. When I ain't stressing, I don't bleed. I ain't resting. It's mine.
Already.
Go ahead and select the 4-digit cancel button.
Y'all know City Nash took the feds to the Rolling 60s neighborhood. Woody got online and said that the police have been tracking his car, putting bugs. City Nash traveled across state lines, went and picked up a documented FBI informant, an FBI snitch, that's known for working with the police, and took them to the Rolling 60s neighborhood after.
I didn't travel across state lines. Mr. White, you're not telling the truth. Woody was booked in LA at BET weekend for a BET experience. So that's not true, but let's continue on.
The Rolling 60s, major leaders have been indicted by the FBI. Why would City Nash be so stupid to take a well-known documented snitch who's being followed, who's still on probation with law enforcement, take them to the 60s neighborhood, cuz? Take them to the 60s neighborhood, put everybody on camera so the police can collect facial recognition data. And
not once that weekend did you ever see me personally film a thing except myself. So there's that. You never seen Woody basically, it's like hair. I don't know what the hell. I don't know. You never seen Woody do the same thing. So that's not true. And you say that I took him there. Anyways, let's proceed on.
and begin intel on all these new people who City Nash brought Woody to the neighborhood.
First off, if you think that Crash ain't been through there filming everything, then let me introduce you to something, Mr. White. Everybody is on gang file. Everybody. So there was nobody that you seen that ain't on some type of anything like that. So there's that. And Woody's not a gang member. He's a civilian. So there's that part.
Now, people say he didn't put the police on Woody. Ask Woody was the first thing he told the police. Man, I know Charleston sent y'all. Yeah, they just used the ones to get it. But they got you, Woody. Why you think Woody ain't online still talking about Charleston?
Because it's pointless. Charleston White, you have fans. You have a lot of fans. Personally, the stuff you do for the kids, I'm a fan of. So there was just a decision made. Man, hell nah. You're just making it harder on yourself by messing with this dude, and you're fighting a battle you can't win. And there's some other stuff in the background that's going on, but I'll let Woody go ahead and tell that to y'all when the time is right.
He won't even mention me now. I remember right before he went in jail, Woody was on a Charleston rant. All day, every day, out. Now, all of a sudden, he ain't.
Woody's warrant was weeks prior before you start even talking. What are you talking about, bro? Like, if you go look that up before your scheduled boxing match, it actually, yeah. Okay. So this is you playing the internet again, and it's working. So shout out to you.
ain't talking about Charleston no more. Y'all don't think that's a coincidence? So, Sadie Nash then went and picked up Woody, took Woody to the neighborhood. Now Woody done been picked up, and the police and the FBI already is on the rolling 60s. Done went. Shouldn't Sadie Nash be DP'd for taking a snitch and volunteered to go into the police department? He volunteered. They didn't pick him up. He volunteered the information on YSL.
False. Two things you're false on. One, Young Thug told him to go down there. It's literally proven by Brian Steele. So there's that. That's number one. Number two, you mean the same Woody where he mentioned 2 fake names and that got exposed and everything? So you talking about a known liar? I mean, you're a known liar. You're lying right here. So it is what it is.
So then he take him to the hood and they collect facial recognition data. Smart job, said he. He did it for the police.
First off, Charleston White knows these things now because he does. Charleston White messes with somebody that I have a high level of respect for, that I look as an older brother. And I'm not going to disrespect the brotherhood that we have by going at Charleston White in an unnecessary manner. So if y'all expect me to be like F Charleston White, blah, 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 and all this crap and everything like that, not going to happen. And for the most part, I can't even be against Charleston White because of that damn Sean Cotton interview. I can't. Because the stuff that he said with Karmello and the Austin Metcalf kid, I can't be against you for that, bro. And I'm hoping that that's what you push more of. So I got to give you credit on that one. So y'all, come on. Okay. Mr. White, you're not telling the truth. You're not. You're not. The real people who are responsible for the YSL indictment and everything and all that crap, you don't see them outside anymore. They don't have a social media presence. They don't. There's 3 individuals. The first one signed the first plea deal. The other one, dang near died in the freaking, in the police. I can't even say it the right way. The other one, he dang near died in police custody while being snatched off the bed while having blood transfusions and everything like that. So he's part of the reason. And then the other one, I think he drives trucks now. So I don't want to put any of that onus on them guys and everything. But Mr. White, let me do you one solid, right? You have a very interesting way of saying things and making it work for you. And I'll give you that. I will give you that 100%. But one thing that you're not able to articulate is this. And you said it. Woody is the reason why YSL is not in any type of anything. All the people who are in YSL, none of them, 0.0, as far as those who are on the indictment, have anything negative to say about him. They're all thankful from the top to the bottom, which would tell you what exactly. All right. So when you see Young Thug perform songs and stuff like that, the people who he don't rock with, he puts it out there. Now, let's take it a step further, right? You said, I brought the feds to the hood. No. That's number one. Then the second thing you said is a DP and all that stuff and everything like that. What's done is done. So, Sadie Nash been back to the hood and handled whatever business I had to handle. That's just what I did. We're good where I'm at. Now, I would like to say this. Congratulations on your boxing match. I found it entertaining. I don't believe, and I don't understand why Cam Newton is saying he wants to fight you if he said that. I didn't see that anywhere, so I'll take you at that. I thought that was pretty stupid if he actually said that. And then the biggest thing is this. You told me, and you let it known to other people, that this is all a an act and your main goal is to whatever for the kids and stuff like